Yo, Embers, what's going on this week? Today, this week, we've got a special one. We had a special one. It's the number 11th episode. 11's a really fun number for a lot of reasons. Hit me quick, dude. Jersey number is 11. What you got?
My sister. I was planning this one. I was ready.
Cheapskate.
I'm going with my
Um,
sister.
I'll go Travis Konechny for sure. What a beast. Any other cool number 11s? Honestly, can't
Cool
think of too many.
11s. Yeah, I'm having trouble thinking of any 11s.
11 low key slept on as a number,
Did Jimmy
honestly.
Rollins wear 11?
I think you shouted Jimmy Rollins for a different number, and at some point I'm gonna have to ask you to learn his number. Jimmy Rollins jersey number.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't think
He's
I
he's
shouted.
11. He's 11. Okay.
Wow, okay,
You
that was
shouted him for
actually,
9, I think.
well, I said Nick Young. I
Oh
think that's who
yeah.
you're thinking of.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
J-Roll is honestly one of my favorite baseball players ever. So I'm happy I
Okay.
knew his number. He was amazing. Do you know that?
Who? Oh, Jimmy Rollins?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a Chicago White Sox legend. Of course I know he's amazing.
He played for the Sox?
Yeah. Way late in the career. Way late. Way
Dude,
late.
Daryl's the fucking man.
Yeah, dude, fucking that Phillies team was fun. I remember playing with that team in a lot of like MLB the shows. Like, dude, Ryan Howard fucking raked. Him, Jimmy
Uh,
Rollins,
Utley.
Utley, hell yeah, fun squad for sure.
Do you think it'd be super fucked up if I popped his in like on camera?
Yes, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we've got quite the episode today. We've got an astounding number of impressions, and by impressions I mean interactions with our podcast. So the
Oh yeah.
two main ways that we encourage the audience to interact, which is one, voting for Himothy of the week, not too difficult, anybody can do it. Two, I understand, yeah, like sending an email. We do like to receive emails and talk about them. It does give us a little bit of content. We love interacting with our viewers. We love having things to talk about. Of course, on a podcast, the essence is of in the talking. So this week we got checks number 0 of both. So, I mean, this doesn't have to be like a hard conversation. In fact, we don't even have to have it. But I just want you all to know that we know. Like, it's not like we're recording this way in the past, or yeah, and like you're seeing this way in the future. Like, we're very acutely aware every time nobody fucks with us. So,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
making me want to throw Himothy to the side this week, all in
yeah.
all.
Yeah, you don't get Himothy this week because you
You know,
guys
it's
aren't.
like, well, bring it back when people actually interact with it. What, are we gonna throw out another one? And then Tizo touchdown and zombies can just, battle it out for no votes apiece. It's kind of sad.
Who was T's a touchdown again?
That was the music artist I picked last week.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But he got 0 votes. Like he's pretty cool. I don't know.
I guess nobody was fucking with the zombies versus vampires argument, which I mean, okay, like whatever.
It seemed like most people were appreciating the gravel talk. At least that's what I've heard.
We talked
When
about gravel.
yeah, like you said, you were like feeding your cats gravel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that I made that public.
I got decent feedback on that.
I also did get feedback. I will say I got feedback. It was a suggestion from a great listener of the show. This is my girlfriend's father, and he suggested that when we were talking about like what exactly were we talking about? I think we were talking about like, the difference between like a cricket and a grasshopper, like dumb shit like that.
Oh
And
yeah.
he thought it'd be a fun idea if we were to like call up one of our dads and ask them a dumb question like that to see if like they're the man with the plan who like has the answer to things, you know? Because I think I also said something along the lines of like like dads just sometimes know things like that. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
Could be a little funny segment. I would love to. I would love to call your dad, especially. I think that'd be funny.
Same. I would love to get him in on a question like that. I bet he
He's
would. I feel like he would know.
he would. I feel like your dad would definitely know some random stuff like that.
Uh,
We should plan out. I guess we shouldn't plan it out live because he's probably going to listen to this. But let's plan out maybe something to do with your father. And happy. Is this? Yeah. Happy Father's Day. We should say it while it's here. I mean, if you're listening to
oh,
this
you're so
before
right.
Sunday, after Sunday, on Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Since we're
Yep.
talking about them,
Happy Father's Day. Maybe one day we'll be fathers. You ever
I
think
have a
about that?
no. I have a little bit of a dilemma about Father's Day actually.
Yeah, what's up?
So usually when I like don't know what to get my dad as a gift, I buy him like the new PGA game. But so because he likes golf, he likes playing the golf video game. But so they roll out the PGA golf games every 2 years. So I can't remember if I got him the game last year or not. So I'm not sure if I should order him 2K23 or if I should try to find something else. Because if he doesn't have 2K23 yet, that'd be cool. But like, I'm not trying to get him a game he's already had, obviously, you know. But it's been 2 years, so it's kind of hard to remember.
So what's the dilemma that
So like, I want to order him 2K23, but I'm afraid that I already did.
is that the newest one?
Yes, they didn't make it
Oh, I
24.
see.
They
Oh,
haven't
I
made
see.
25 yet.
Oh, and you don't know if you bought it?
No, I
That's on you, bro.
if I were well, I bought him I think multiple golf video games, but it's been over the course of like 5 years at this point. So I don't know. I do you have what other kind of sports
I
are like
I don't know. Maybe buy him Elden Ring. Get the Elden Ring DLC.
that's not
See if
over.
your dad wants to try out being a
That's not what I
tarnished.
want. I need to not look at you on my second monitor. Let me bring you over here where my webcam is because this is where you are. There we go.
Oh,
Look at I can
hey.
look at the camera. Yeah, hi. Yeah,
So
so
no
do you have an
Elden Ring for your dad?
no, he's not doing Elden Ring. I don't. It's really difficult because like I don't think he would like any of like the EA Sports mainline games. I'm not sure if he'd be into any of the shooters. Like golf, like 2K golf was a perfect one for him. That's like sweet spot. So I don't know if I could find something like that.
Yeah, that's if he's at golf, that's a sweet spot.
Yeah,
You can't go
I
much
was.
faster.
I wish he was more into tennis. I would buy him a new tennis. 2K game so fucking fast, but I don't think he's that into tennis.
No, don't get him tennis.
Tennis is so cool. I love tennis,
I'm
but
so stuck on the fact of like your dad playing Elden Ring. Like, how far do you think he could actually get?
I don't think he would make it out of the tutorial. He'd probably be like, I mean, he said this to me several times where it's like he likes video games. It's just there's so many like different things you can do these days, you know, in terms of like button inputs and like mechanics and whatnot. And especially with a game like Elden Ring, it's like, man, if you're looking for simplicity, it's just like not really for you, you know. Although at the end of the day, like you can dumb down Elden Ring so much. I feel like to like get a melee build and just like dodge and hit. It's like pretty much how I played it, and I had fun. But like there still is. I mean, in a game like Elden Ring as well, it's like I don't know. I don't want to get canceled because I know how much everybody loves that game. I get a little frustrated with it. I get really frustrated with a lot of open world games, and like I mean, like we can get into it if you want to, but like I got hot takes that I don't think will be very popular.
No, no, it's just no, no.
All right,
I'm just stuck on your dad making it through.
yeah, he wouldn't have fun. I'll just tease you with open world is stupid and not fun. But anyway,
We could do that one day.
yeah, we can get into it. We've got a jam packed episode. So yeah, I don't know. I'll just buy him fucking tennis. Um, I have a lot prepared.
Maybe Doom Eternal.
Maternal.
Doom Eternal.
Oh, Doom Eternal. Honestly, that's not a horrible idea. I bet you he's played like the OG Dooms back in the day. I feel like I remember we had a PlayStation 1, and I feel like he whipped out one of those games. But I don't know. Regardless, I mean, yeah, Doom is relatively straightforward. I think Doom kicks ass. I bought Doom Eternal, hadn't finished it, so sorry. The soundtrack goes hard. Um, so, uh, with that out of the way, I got something prepared for you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I made something for you, and you have to complete it. You have to work through it as a puzzle. Let me share my screen. God, I'm so sick of using that thing.
I have a suspicion of what this is going to be.
Oh yeah, you want to make a guess?
Connections.
Bingo.
Oh,
You have to
Flameside
solve
flame
you
created
have to
by
solve these
flame.
connections. If you solve it, then I have to take a
Fuck.
shot of this cup of mystery liquid. Each for each connection you get, I have to take a
Ooh, big
shot. Okay?
stakes as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what am I seeing here? Military, cult, North Stars, Spartans, Badgers.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
this is kind of tricky.
Mm.
How about we go? I'm seeing some stuff here. Let's do hurricanes,
Uh-huh.
Spartans,
Uh-huh.
North Stars,
Uh-huh.
Badgers,
All right, I'm not gonna click it in until you tell me what the category is.
um, schools that, we've gone to, mascots. Yes,
Fuck.
yes, let's go. Let's go, baby. All right. Um, cheesesteak. Give me cheesesteak.
Okay.
Give me independence.
Uh-huh.
Give me birds. Maybe. Um, maybe not. Shit, dude.
Ooh.
Oh no, give me Bell. Give me Bell and run
What's
that.
the category?
Philly.
Fuck. Oh.
All right, all right, all right. Whew, this is tough, dude.
Oh.
How about sales,
Uh-huh.
banker,
Yeah.
warehouse,
Yeah.
military,
What's the category?
French jobs?
Fucking shit.
Yep, there we go. And then yeah, now see, I don't know what this category is.
I'll
Colt.
just give this one to you.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a guess though?
Colt, Surge, Buzz, El Primo.
I don't think you're gonna get this one.
That is hard. That is hard. Oh, damn, dude. If honestly, you had like one in there that I actually knew.
I couldn't tell. I literally Googled fucking Brawl Stars characters and then
I only know a few. Fuck. That
Oh,
was fun.
yeah, thank you. So yeah, I just took 4 shots of the mystery liquid. I'm feeling a very certain type of way. I needed to take over for a second.
Okay. So there's some stuff that I noticed this week and that we've talked about. Even in Discord, we've talked about it.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of fitting that you're in a bar. It kind of goes hand in hand with this. What are
Uh-huh.
your thoughts on like hitting the waiter with "Give my compliments to the chef" after you've had like a nice meal?
Okay, I actually have takes on this.
Do
Um,
you have any thoughts about this?
look, it's tricky because we do have a friend that does like to make comments to the server like this, but I think people who I mean it depends on where you are, but like asking the server like what's the best thing here? What's your favorite? I think that's just like if I were a server, I'm just speaking from like my own personal experience. If I were the server, I'm like not trying to really interact with you, you know? Like I am, but at the same time, like let's keep this brief. Like I'm just doing my job, man. Kind of deal, you know? It's like you chose to come here, like figure it out. Now, if you're at like a very like fancy restaurant or whatever that's like very known for its class cuisine, then yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know. I like the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm backing off this take because like yeah, it is nice to sometimes ask for like what's better with this. Like it's one thing if you're like, oh, I really like need help thinking about this versus this. I think giving the server as open ended a question is like, what's your favorite thing? Just puts them in a tough bind. And I think that's even like a step closer to normalcy than saying my compliments to the chef. Like what?
Well,
Like
being a server, there's actually such a strat for when they say like, "What should I get?" or like, "What's the best thing?" You just always recommend the most expensive thing.
yeah, literally, and that's what always happens. Whenever I'm with somebody who asks that, it's always just like, oh yeah, here's the most expensive thing on the menu. It's really good, and then they're like, yeah, and then you look like a total cuck if you don't order it because it's like, why'd you even ask then? You ever had somebody ask what the best thing on the menu is, and then they fucking get told, and then they order something else, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
why
fuck
are you
yeah.
why are you wasting everybody's time here? Like, what was the point of that? That's like
Yeah, what do you
that's like
want? What do you want?
that's psychopath
Oh,
behavior. I'm sorry, but
oh
yeah,
fuck
I don't
no.
know, but yeah, I think I honestly think that's even more normal than telling somebody my compliments to the fucking chef. Unless it's one fucking person in the little like chef's hat back there whipping everything up. What are you talking about? Like, it actually makes no sense.
I've
Who
worked in
like
a lot of kitchens, dude, and you'd be
that's not
surprised how
how it
many
is.
people say it. and then you go back there
Really?
and you don't even. Yes, people tell me give compliments to the chef. It mostly happened at my, I was working at that Italian restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and it's usually like, some old folk, and they just had like a lovely fish, and they were like, give my compliments to the chef. And then you don't even do it when you go back there, but
It kind of it reminds me. I remember when I worked at an Italian restaurant as a busboy when I was like 17, and there was this couple that like came in every single night, and like they fucking like brought presents around like the holidays for everybody that worked there, which is super sweet, and I really appreciated it, and it was cool. But what do we like? Because like I feel like those couples or like the regulars at like these random restaurants are like way more common than you'd think. Like, who are these people? Do you know anybody personally that does that, or do they just kind of like spawn? You know?
like what, regulars?
Yeah, like who, like a regular of a local restaurant where they go like almost every night.
Yeah, I've seen regulars.
I'm sure you've seen them, but like, do you actually like? Have you seen them interact in the real world? You know,
No.
like these people, I think just like spawn at the restaurant around like a certain time, right?
Yeah, there's this guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but he used to come to the last serving job I had, like really every single night.
Uh huh.
And he's a strange feller.
Yeah. I
He's a
mean,
strange feller.
it takes a certain kind of stability seeking tendencies to go to the same local place 6 times a week. But you know what? Those people are nice. I've had nothing but good interactions with them, so I will hold off the hate. You know, it's the kind of people who have like a keep calm and carry on pillow sitting in their living room or something. You know, kind of stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Oh, keep calm and carry on.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird thing to bring up out of nowhere.
Why? What do you mean?
It's just really weird to bring up, I feel like.
Wait, what is this?
My slideshow.
Okay, go on.
Um, you mean a pillow that would have something like this on it?
Oh yeah, exactly like that. Wait.
What do you think about shit like this?
Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, you keep going, carry on. It's fun. It's fine. I don't think it's too crazy different from the random fucking positive messages you'll see in a Christian family's home.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh.
Uh-huh. Anything else more about keep like what about the graphic itself?
Um, I'm not sure I understand. Is that like a queen's crown, like a Catholic kind of thing? I don't know. It's a little
I don't
like
know if keep calm and carry on is a religious thing.
I mean, I'm not saying it's religious. I'm just saying there's probably a lot of overlap between like religious weirdos. But yeah, I mean, it's a little. I guess I never really thought about the crown emblem at the top. Um, if you asked me to recreate what a keep calm and carry on thing looked like, I would not include that crown because I don't really know what its purpose is. It kind of doesn't seem to symbolize the same thing that the message does, you know? It's like
Uh-huh.
keep calm and carry on, like yeah, go about your day, do your business, find messaging, but why like the royalty with it? I don't know.
What about this one?
Sure, but why the crown? It doesn't make any sense.
How do you feel about like changing the words? Keep calm and carry on, but now keep calm and relax.
That's fine. I mean, it's literally like the same message, just slightly different words and color. I don't know why they felt the
It
need
kind
to
of pisses me
change
the fuck off,
it.
honestly.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's really strange.
Like I hate this shit. This used to be my Instagram feed. How about this one?
Keep calm and drink coffee. Yeah, and here's where people start to kind of take like a, take a take a step into the unknown with this one, right? I mean, it's up until this point they've been real safe with it, just changing it up a little bit. Now they're saying drink coffee. I mean, it's
Somebody
like
had to fucking make a coffee reference, right?
yeah, well, it's like it's as shallow as you can possibly go into the deep end of the pool, right? If you're gonna get away from keep calm and carry on, keep calm and drink coffee. This is
Oh
like
my
the
God.
instead of like the weird religious household, this is like the white liberal mom household would have in a Christian, you know? You know what I mean?
Keep calm and drink coffee. Holy fuck.
I kind of fuck with that though. That's kind of like my life motto these days, but we don't gotta get into that.
Keep keep calm. I just how about
Keep calm and grow a beard. Now this one just makes no sense, and it has the crown again, which makes less sense. At least though the coffee didn't have the fucking crown. Why the fuck does this have the crown?
Well, they started to make this shit so promotional, you
Hey,
know?
get down! My cat's eating fucking flowers.
But this is
Yeah, dude.
the AI overview, if you guys were
Okay.
curious about it a little bit.
Can you read this out loud to me while my cat eats my flowers?
Yeah, the slogan "Keep calm and carry on" has become a global cultural meme and is popular in many ways. One of those ways being nostalgia. Some say the slogan represents nostalgia for a time when life was more difficult. Irony. Others find the slogan ironic, especially when displayed in loud capital letters on red and white backgrounds. Um, Meaning you could read that if you want.
I don't really understand why they're acting like there's like ambiguous meaning to it. Like, don't we? Like, yeah, like some people could use it in like an ironic sense, but like somebody made this, and like we know their intention was probably just to like sell cheap fucking bullshit. Like, what? I don't really understand. Like,
Let's just look
yeah,
at another one.
keep calm and curse under your breath. I mean, at least this one kind of has like a consistent, like message, right? Like, okay, don't get crazy, don't hit anybody, just curse under your breath. Fine. I mean, I'm happy with that. I don't understand why there's a crown here, but that's okay. I mean, is that like a brand or is this just like it's kind of driving me nuts. And keep calm and win the cup. Not even and win the cup. Now they're not even making sentences anymore. They're putting two independent clauses next to each other. They don't give a fucking Philly, dude.
This is how I started to fucking see these things on I follow Flyers accounts. They post
Uh-huh.
this.
At
Yeah,
least,
fuck.
at least they didn't put a crown on this.
How about Sad Crown?
I can't keep calm and carry on because I have an anxiety disorder.
Oh
And there's a
no.
crown, and it's sad.
This one
I
is
mean,
so fucked up, dude. Like, what
that
are
is
people
sad.
doing with this?
I kind of don't like how like dark this kind of gets. I feel like it's trying to be lighthearted, but like, ugh, I
It's
don't
just
know.
such a fucked up. No, this is weird. This is no, this is not lighthearted at all. That's why I
No.
hate this meme, dude. It's so weird. Mm,
Keep calm and thank you for watching. Is that the end of the podcast?
Uh, no, I just had to include that.
I mean, yeah, it was a very strange like phenomenon for a little bit.
It's
Uh,
fucked up that I had that prepared, I feel like, out of
yeah, that was really
nowhere.
strange. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of scared to mention any other like early 2010s like pop culture references now. I'm not sure what you're gonna whip out next.
Don't
So
get me just I've been kind of nostalgic about those times lately. Like like the era where we grew up and like just like the fashion, the memes, the way shit was, you know?
yeah, I don't know. I wonder how much that is just like us versus like that time actually being cool though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't think it's that cool, but like just thinking about like I Heart Boobies bracelets and YOLO and swag and like the glasses with like the the
Oh
line
God.
and keep
Yeah,
calm and you check Instagram and you see keep calm and Flyers win the cup, you know? That's what our lives were.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Fucking. Whenever I think of like us growing up, I just think about like us all being techno babies, or at least like techno kids. Like we were the first generation to be like pretty much embracing like iPads when we were fucking. Well, I shouldn't say iPads, but you know what I mean. Like
For
we we,
sure.
we grew up with access to the internet. That is so crazy. Like
We also kind of grew up with a taste of like somewhat what it was like before because like, you know, when we were
yeah,
young, like our first phone, I don't know about you, but like I had like a shitty flip phone, you know?
yeah.
Like we were still kind of a part of that era in a way.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a real phone until I was, I think, like 13, which
So
is
did
still
you get an
pretty.
iPhone?
No, I didn't have an iPhone until like pretty late in high school, I think. Not late. No, I don't know. I don't remember. But I had a really shitty like fucking LG whatever when I first when I first got my phone. I yeah, there. I mean, it's like you say, we were in like a weird transitionary period where like the internet was very much so like your oyster to an extent, right? I mean, it definitely is still these days, but like I don't know. It kind of felt kind of felt like no rules, baby. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, we like when I grew up, I was still, you know, how people fucking talk about like, oh, when I was that age, I was outside all day. I mean, I went before like I don't know, technology was invented. I was still kicking it outside. I still have some fond memories. I spent most of my summers outside of the house, but like I don't know. I get frustrated with people who act like technology existing is like the bane of like childhood development. Like if you allow that to completely destroy your kid's ability to like mature, then I think that's like your issue, you know? Like if anything, it should be like a support to help them. I mean, I understand it introduces a lot more dangers and like that's totally like fair, but I mean, shit. It's like it's kids. They're gonna get into trouble one way or another. I hope you'd have a relationship where you can fucking work through it. I don't know. Not. I'm not even. I've never had a kid, so I guess I can't really speak on this. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms.
It is. Well, I mean, but actually, no. What's fucking? Oh my god. I almost just closed the tab. No, it's fucking not. Like I am a father of two cats, and they're always on their fucking phones looking up weird cat shit, dude. And like people, motherfuckers act like that's not legit because they're cats. Like my little one Flaubert has not touched his gravel in 3 days, bro. And I've been trying to rip his fucking phone out of his hand, but all he can look up is yarn. Looking at yarn all day,
They look
bro.
up yarn. I was gonna ask what they
Yarn, dude.
watch.
Fucking yarn. No, it's not. They're not looking up yarn. They're watching yarn videos, dude. It's so fucking strange. You ordered, you ordered yarn on my fucking Amazon account the other day, dude. I got so fucking mad.
So you do kind of know what it's like. Do
Of
they ever
course I know what
talk
it's
back to
like.
you?
Um, no, they're cats. They don't know how to talk.
Oh, all right. I have
Anyway.
another thing that I wanted to bring up that I found this week that I thought was interesting.
Uh huh.
So the Utah hockey team
Uh
is
huh.
about to be a thing, and they're doing like their draft meetings, like talking to like the young kids that are going to get drafted.
Uh huh.
And they asked them this question, what is your Uber rating? And there's kind of like some dialogue about it, like, oh, like is that valid? Like, does that really, this and that? And not as much that, but just like, what do you think about like Uber ratings? Like, do you think it like, says something?
Um. Hmm. Kinda in a way. I mean, I think it's cringe for a hockey team to ask that. Like, I don't know. Like just like have a conversation if like you're really concerned about someone's character, I guess. I don't know. I saw them also asking about players snap scores, which like
No, they didn't.
yes, that's what that was like also a rumor. So
Oh my God.
I don't exactly know what game the Utah Hockey Club is playing for that, but
So what if they saw like 1 million snap score?
I mean yeah, what if is that like a bad thing? Like I guess that
Would
means
they
they're
just be
not.
like inferring that they're like sleeping around?
I guess I
Or
don't
like
know, like on their phone too much, but like also like I don't know. That shit with sports pisses me off. Like so like people are gonna have different personalities and some people are gonna be into shit. Like it's at the end of the day, like it's a job, you know, like they're your employers. Like you don't like that's not fucking like they don't get to look at your snap score and be like, oh, you're not committed enough for us. Like, oh my god, what a fucking joke. Uh,
what if his snap score or not snap score, Uber rating was like 2 stars?
I guess that'd be a little bit of a red flag if they're. I
Right?
mean,
I feel like it
yeah,
would be.
I don't know. Yeah, I always hit people with like the shopping cart one. Like, you know, you're gonna put your shopping cart back if you don't have to. Like, because at the end of the day, it's such a funny example of like there's no punishment to not doing it, right? But like, it's just at the end of the day, like, are you a decent enough person to give a fuck? And like, I guess it's the same thing with Uber ratings, where it's like, well, I mean, it kind of fucks you over if you have a bad one, but like, yeah, you should be nice to Uber people, no doubt. I mean, I don't think it's a great look. Um, I also feel like you kind of have to like fuck up really bad to get a bad rating from Uber drivers because like I don't think they're really trying to go out of their way to like rate people badly, you know? Like yeah, like sure I can see them giving you like a 4 star if like you're a little like loud or whatever. Like that's understandable though. I feel like what do you have to do to get like a 1 star Uber rating?
Like probably like puke
Yeah,
or, something like that. Make a mess.
yeah, I guess so.
That's the only way
Which,
you're gonna get a bad rating.
yeah, which at that point, like, yeah, you kind of are a dickhead if like
Yeah.
you're like
Oh
to the
yeah.
point where like you're fucking up someone's car because like you know whatever.
What's your Uber rating? Do you know it?
Look it up.
Do you take enough Ubers?
Um, I've taken I've taken enough, I think.
Because
Let me see.
I'm mostly a Lyft guy, so I don't really think I've even taken enough Ubers to have like a rating. Mine just says 5 stars, but I bet I've only got like one.
Yeah. Do you rate your Uber drivers?
Uh-huh. 5 stars, friendly. Over. I'm always so nice to them. Well, usually on Lyft. Like I said, I only use the Lyft.
Well, are they always friendly?
Yeah, usually.
Usually, so not all the time.
Well, usually when they're not, they're just like not talking.
Yeah. You still give those 5 stars?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that,
can
that actually
appreciate that.
that would be kind of messed up to give somebody a bad rating for not talking to you.
I don't need to like make conversation, you know. Sometimes it's annoying if like they do and I'm like not in the mood.
Well, what about someone? I got a 4.98, so I don't have a perfect record.
It's pretty good
Uh,
though.
I hope. Um, what about like an Uber driver who like takes like a wrong turn and makes you late? Is that gonna get a bad score from you?
No,
No.
I'm kind of a sucker. I'm not
What
gonna
if
give
like
them like
what
a
if they
bad.
fuck up like bad and it's like 20 extra minutes?
Depends how they're acting.
Yeah.
It'll come down to if they're kind of like, you know, feel no way about it, like shit happens, I might be like, fuck you.
I had a
But
guy. I don't really. I mean, if I ever rate somebody, I'm giving them 5 stars. I don't go out of my way to fuck up someone's rating. But I
yeah.
had a guy. I had a guy. He was driving me. I think from like LaGuardia into Manhattan, and he was like, because I had my phone like how long it should take or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, like I know like good routes and things like that. Like we're gonna beat all the traffic. He ended up making us take like 25 extra minutes to get there. It might have actually been like 40 minutes now that I'm thinking about it, but like
Oh,
it's like not going the way the navigation wanted us to and like totally fucking up. And it's like that's annoying as fuck to me. I'm sorry. Like I never want like I don't care if like most of the time I'm gonna get there a couple minutes faster. Just please take the fucking route that the app tells you to. Like I have never no I actually am gonna go out on a limb and say this 99.999% of people who don't take the recommended path by the fucking map app navigation app end up taking way longer to get to the fucking place than they would have otherwise. Like unless you're like a freak like fucking like traffic like investigator, like people don't fucking know what they're doing, dude. No one knows what the fuck they're doing. Like the fucking apps know. They know when a fucking bird poops on the ground in front of you. Like
I would kind of be tweak if the Uber driver was like, let me take this other route. Wouldn't that like freak you out?
I mean, and not really when I was in like when you're in Manhattan, it's like where they're gonna fucking take you, like, you know, I
Who
don't know.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he bless his heart. I think he was just like trying to be a G and fucked up really bad. But yeah, I never really had too sus of the time in an Uber. I mean, most of the Ubers I've gotten in with are pretty chill.
All right, well, our Zoom session's about to end, so I'm gonna go take a Uber and be right back for the second
Yeah,
session.
I'm gonna go Uber to my next location
And I'm
to.
gonna like be really fucking naughty in the Uber and try to
Okay,
get a bad rating.
let's see your rating, bro.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's see y'all on the other side.
All right, welcome back, guys. I just got back from my Uber ride. I just actually went to a lovely flea market that's close by me. So,
Hmm.
but my
What'd you get?
rating,
Anything good?
uh, first I just want to say my rating is bad because I threw up. I was so drunk.
Oh,
So,
not good.
but yeah, I did pick up some good stuff. I picked up some freeze-dried Skittles, and then I also picked up
Yummy.
2 Funko Pops.
Yummy. Which
Mm-hmm.
ones?
I picked up a Doctor Doom Funko Pop, Comic Con edition, limited edition, fall edition, GameStop exclusive, Target exclusive, um, 2016 pop collector, case collector edition. So
So,
that was a pretty good find, honestly.
so it's Target and GameStop
Yeah,
exclusive?
yeah.
How
It's,
can it be both?
do you want me to go through the list again of those things that it is, or?
I'll take your word for it.
And no, the
Who's
other
up?
one I got was Michael Scott from The Office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I
Well,
did throw up in the Uber, so I did throw up all over my pops.
Tough. Does it retain its value through that?
Well, the Doctor Doom did have a pop protector on, so
Perfect.
but yeah, so that was my experience at the flea market.
Can we talk about markets in general, like the local market, the flea market, and etiquette surrounding the market really quickly?
Like Trader Joe's.
No, silly, not like Trader Joe's. Like I go to the same local market called the Grand Bazaar, I think it's called, every Sunday, and they have like a bunch of vendors come in from the area, and they sell all their various things. There's also a flea market that we went to a couple times, which is back by our hometown, and they have a bunch of random shit there. And I just want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about the vendors. I want to talk about what they sell. I want to talk about what you do there. I think one of the biggest burning questions I have on my mind is like what is etiquette? Like is it cool to go to a stand like with something that like you think is like interesting and you want to talk about, or you want to talk to the person full well knowing that you are just not going to buy anything and just like pretty much waste their time? Is that not cool, or like is it fine because like they're there, it's what they're there for, you know?
It's kind of the standard. That's just like I feel like it's, they literally go there and all day people, like some people will talk to them a lot, some people will ignore them. They're not like their feelings aren't hurt, I don't think.
Yeah. But like if you stand there talking to them about like shit for like 3 4 minutes and like you don't buy anything, is that kind of uncool? Because like also maybe you're getting in the way of like other people like walking up and buying something, if they're like busy talking to you. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I feel like most of the time those fuckers like initiate conversation. They're like trying to like get you stuck in like a predicament like that of like buy this. Like I'm gonna like I do you ever initiate the combo? I feel like most of the times
yes,
they're damn.
yes, but like I know when I initiate the convo that I'm not going to buy their thing. I just want to talk to them about it because I think it's cool.
Maybe
But
that's
like,
your bad etiquette at the market.
well, but I like talking about it. I think some of the stuff is really cool. I just like wouldn't buy it. Like they make really sick ass art and like I think it's really fun, but like I'm not gonna buy it. I just want to tell them like this is really cool. How'd you make it? All this stuff. And like at that point, I'm more so just having a conversation with them, I guess. Which like, when they're trying to sell stuff is kind of getting in the way, I feel.
Is this the market that you bought me that present for my birthday? The little earrings?
Yes, it is. Yes. I bought
Maybe
several things from that woman. She's fantastic with the crochet. Let's see him.
yeah, we could show it for the pod.
I actually am proud of this. This is fun. Little mushroom earrings. Little
Look,
crochet mushroom earrings.
what do you guys think about that? Flameside viewers, the embers.
It's fun. I think it's a lot of fun. I bought a few things from her. I bought this Claire's chili crisp. You can't see it because of the there we go. Um
Oh,
I got chili crisp. It's kind of nicer to have the additional spice factor with your food compared to I actually have both of these sitting right next to me for some reason. Red pepper flakes versus Claire's chili crisp. I like Claire's because it's a little bit hotter and it's a little more I don't know. It just feels a little better. And I actually do want to shout out Claire in particular because I've talked to Claire every single time I go to the market. Um, Usually, I mean, I don't go through this in a week, so she'll be there every week. I buy one probably like every month ish, but I still go there and I'll still say hi to her and I'll still talk to her for a couple minutes. And what is surprising to me actually, and what maybe just Claire is like a great woman, but she'll always like talk to me about like what I'm doing. And it was actually my anniversary last weekend when I talked to her. So I told her when I was there, like, oh, it's our anniversary, like whatever, like we're like gonna do this. And so we were going on like this most recent Sunday, and she was like, she saw me, she saw my girlfriend Allison, and she was like, "How was your anniversary?" And I was like, thrown aback at first because like, shit, I barely even remember my fucking anniversary was last week, and like, here is Claire asking me about it. So I thought that was really cool.
that is, dude. When people remember shit like that, like especially like strangers,
Uh-huh.
oh,
Yeah.
that is one of the best feelings ever.
Yeah, she's super nice. She always has a warm welcome for me, and she makes good spice. So it's really cool. And I think like in general, those people like they're putting themselves. It's hard to say because like yeah, it's definitely like economically incentivized for them to be out in front of people, but like also they know they're going into an environment that is like extremely inherently social. Where like they do want to make like connections within like the local community and whatever. So I don't know, to some extent, like, yeah, it's probably frustrating to have to like spend lots of time talking to people who don't end up buying anything from you, but it is good for them, I think, to talk to people here and there if you're a vendor. And like, I don't know, I guess as a prospective buyer slash like non-prospective buying socialer, like you have to understand that like you're welcome to go, I think, waste their time a little bit, but like you have to be aware of the fact that like if you know you're not buying anything, make sure you're not preventing them from doing anything else, you know? I think there is ways to do that. I think if somebody is clearly not busy, you can go stand there and like be off to the side a little bit so that people can still, you know, take the take the main lane to buying shit. And yeah, I think that's kind of, I think that's probably the best etiquette. What do you think about that?
Um, what do I think about what?
Like, do you think it's like, do you think that's kind of a way to ride the middle lane of like you still can chat with these people and have a good time yourself and socialize with them, but you're not like too far this way of like you're getting in the way of them selling shit, and you're also like not avoiding people entirely because like you know you don't want to be weird or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You know? Okay, cool. I do also always say hi to this one guy who he sells like a bunch of like various silver items, and he's so fucking funny. I love him so much because like he just like I always have a ton of respect for somebody who is like just like they got it down. Like whatever they're into, they got it down. This guy's got silver down. Somebody like I've seen people bring up like a bunch of random silver to him, and without even like really like seeing it fully or like touching it, he's like, that's copper or like that, like you know, like silver
Oh,
plate or like whatever. It is so funny. He actually is like a hilarious guy. I don't think he does it intentionally. He's just like he's very direct about like what he thinks about certain things, and he's honestly so pleasant to be around. And sometimes I'll just go stand at his table and like be silent and like look at him, talk to people because he's always trying to talk to people about the silver. People like going up and touching his silver stuff, and like I can tell has a lot to say about everything, you know. But yeah, I love giving him an ear sometimes because like he really is he's a funny guy to be around. So I don't know. I think the market's a lot of fun. I think the market's a lot of fun if you're a person who likes to go talk to, you know, um who just likes to talk about stuff. Oh, I just got a whole nother idea in my head, but I want to stay on this one. um, you know, so have you been going to the flea market still recently, besides today?
uh, I haven't gone yet. Today I went, got a really nice pop. But no, I haven't gone in a while. I have not.
Do you ever go up to vendors knowing that like you're not going to buy their stuff, but like you just kind of think it's cool?
No, if I'm not gonna buy something from them, I usually won't even engage.
Hmm.
Because I don't really like to get caught in the, they start rambling my fucking ear off, you know?
What I'll always do in those situations where if it's like I know I'm not buying something and I can tell that their focus is to like get me going on this, I'll usually just say like, oh, like can I have a card? And like that'll get them, you know.
No, that
They'll,
is a good excuse.
they'll give you a card, and then you know you can like mutter something under your breath about like, oh, I gotta go get this, and then you have their card. So at least like it's a win in their book because like they've given you a card. It's a win in your book because you got the fuck out of there, you know.
Do you barter a little bit? Like, do you try to get like a better price?
I have in certain situations. I mean, I know that like that's the environment for it, you know, and like I probably could like I could have maybe bartered with Claire about this and like fucking, you know, but at some point it's like, okay, you're really gonna barter with like a local business about like you're gonna get a couple dollars off of this when it's just like I just think it's kind of a bad look. I've bartered once where like this woman was selling like obviously damaged shoes, and like she told us like yeah like this is like damaged, and so she was like she made it very clear that like she wanted to like engage with us on some kind of like you know negotiating. So like that's I think like obviously very fair. I just think like you know I mean fair is fair. You're at a market. It's like definitely part of the culture. But like if you're the type of guy who like you know $5 isn't going to make a difference in your day, and you're still going to the market and trying to talk people down a couple bucks on like their things that they obviously worked hard to make, I think you're kind of a dick. Am I crazy for that?
I mean, maybe for something like Claire, but like
Yeah.
at least at like the flea market that me and you have gone to together in our like town, I feel like it's kind of that environment because it's not as much like things they've made. It's more so like things they've collected and like,
Sure. Maybe like the silver guy would be a good example of like I think bargaining with him would be fair because like he like if some he's trying to flip these things, you know, at the end of the day, the value they
yeah.
have is like is the value they are, right? The value of like spices is like the fact that Claire made them and they taste good, Like that's different. Like you're buying a good that you're going to consume. When you're buying a good that you like hold the value of, I think that's different. Then at that point you are trying to maximize value. I do think it's a little more it's definitely more acceptable in that instance. I agree with you.
But yeah, like if somebody's selling coffee at the flea, like they have the special beans or whatever, and like I just feel like that's not the thing you want to get a few
Yeah.
bucks off of.
You imagine going up to like the fucking empanada stand. I'll do $2 for an empanada. That's all as low as I'll go.
Oh, dude,
That'd be a good
Alex,
move.
a good friend of the show, he had one of the funniest like barter moments ever because he's like never really done it before.
Uh huh.
And like I forgot exactly the specifics and he would tell it like so funny, but like basically went into it and like offered a price that was like $5 above like what they were selling it for because he just like wasn't aware of the price.
My God.
So and she's like, yeah, well, like it's $5 cheaper than that. And then he asked to go below.
Oh my God.
I hope that makes fucking sense. That because that is one of the funniest moments.
That's so brutal.
So she was like, you offered me more than what it's worth. Like this is what the price is, and then he asked for lower than the price. Oh
Did she accept it?
no,
Oh my God. That's tough. That's really tough.
that one is one of the best moments ever. Holy shit.
Can I will say one more environment where I think it's cool to barter is like when it's like a fucking like 22-year-old kid like reselling clothes. I think at that point it's like, all right, I'll take like a couple of like shirts and like you're definitely asking for a lower price because like dumbass kid's trying to flip them anyway. Like he doesn't give a fuck. Like
Hmm.
fucking vintage clothes. I that shit pisses me off so bad. Motherfuckers like reselling like a fucking like travel hockey jacket for like $40. Like holy shit. Like passing it off as vintage. Like you're a fucking loser. I'm sorry. People like that I actually get so aggravated at. Like oh, like fucking donate it. Like you don't have to fucking make everything like a fucking way to exploit people for money. You fucking freak. Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
wow.
Sorry.
Well, this has been a fun episode, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, we really got into a lot of important topics. I think that I think we should roll back, and I think we should still do our Himothy of the week. Do you feel strongly about that?
Yeah, we could still do it. I
I think
mean, I'm just gonna say like they might get the same effort that they're putting in for me. So
I'm gonna use I might also go a lower effort one. It's a good segue from what we were just talking about. I am gonna give it to Claire because she has a good chili crisp. She remembered my anniversary. She was helpful in recommending things around the area. It is Claire made. Claire made. I don't know if you can see it. Claire made chili crisp. It's really good, and she also makes like a honey kind of thing. She has a couple of different products,
can
and
you open it up? Is it just like red pepper flakes or no?
no, it's liquidy.
Oh,
I'm
it's
not sure.
liquidy?
Yeah, it's got so it's in like avocado oil. I think there's also sesame seeds in there.
Oh, it's
Um,
very liquidy.
yeah, it's very liquidy. I don't want to spill it, but yeah. So I actually have had some fun trying to experiment with like how much liquid I actually want to get in my pulls. So I think she recommended using like a chopstick at one point because like you want to use a utensil that kind of filters out a little bit of the liquid. I've also been using like salad forks as well to pull it out because like if you use a spoon, you're getting a slob of liquid, and that's kind of the reason why I've fared away from using this on pizza because if you get too much liquid on the pizza, it kind of messes with the consistency of the sauce and the cheese. So I honestly don't mind using like the regular dry flakes for that. But if you do use a fork and get them pretty dry with this, I think that you are doing okay. I also, according to her, it's a very personal preference thing in terms of how much of a liquidy consistency you're getting. So she's Himothy. She's cool. She's nice. She has a good chili crisp. So Claire made Claire.
She's very nice. Like I said earlier, I love when people remember shit like that, like details
Definitely.
about you,
Yes.
random ass people. But yeah, my Himothy, I'll give it to Lucario this week because he's a character I like. He didn't do fuck all for me this week, but you know, it's not like anybody's gonna vote for it anyways.
Damn, you're really saying fuck the Embers right now, aren't you?
No, not fuck all of them. If any of them are even still listening.
Wow, that's so tough. Send a frog emoji.
Yeah, if you're still listening, send a frog emoji. Then I'll know you're a
Yeah.
real one.
Send a frog emoji, send like 6 emails, and also vote for Himothy, and then we'll know you really
Yeah,
care.
we need an email. We need an email.
Yeah.
Desperately, desperately
All
need one.
right. So I guess it's our 11th episode. Should we make a wish?
Uh, yeah, I'll make a wish.
All right. I'm gonna
But
say mine.
we can't really say our wishes though, I thought.
Oh, I can say mine. I wish for money and fame and to blow up on TikTok for short form content related to our podcast, and I wish to sell out and have brand deals.
Uh, I'll just second that wish. But dude, no, like, um, yeah. So yeah, maybe for the podcast, yeah. So most of you that are listening to this right now are some, friends of ours, family of ours. Um, and yeah, we want to keep growing this thing. I have some ideas. I have been lacking on the short form lately. I don't know if you've taken note, Shane, but we haven't had a short go out there in quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually enjoyed it a bit. I've had tomatoes have stopped being launched in my direction all around the city. No more bricks through my window. I mean, people have really stopped the hate. So I mean, do whatever you got to do. I'm not bothered too much by the slow production of content.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna take it in a more experimental route, but
Sure.
I keep talking and I'm not doing, so you know, it's gonna be about doing.
At the end of the day, here we are in front of the camera doing our best, and that's all they can ask of us, right?
Yeah, for real.
I will ask you, how about if this is any motivation for people to give feedback? I really would enjoy some negative feedback from everybody. Say some things we're doing wrong. What's annoying about the show? Do I talk too much? I think I talk too much. I always worry about that. I also think I talk too fast. Say things like that. I want to know. We need to know this kind of stuff, and also we'll know who our real friends are. We'll never talk to you again, but I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can be blunt with me. Like I might, be blunt, but gentle blunt at least a little bit.
Yeah, gentle with him. You can do whatever with me.
Yeah, if you want to be a dick to Shane, if he says that's okay, then that's fine. But
Hey, at the end of the day, you know what the motto is, right?
um, tune into the Flameside heat.
Keep calm and curse under your breath.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody, for a good episode. This has been Flameside episode 11.